welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with the way, this time the third episode of the first season. In the last episode, Prairie continued with her story. Her father wanted to keep her safe, so he sent her to America to a school for the blind. She stayed there. She talked with her father on the phone until one day her aunt came and told her that her father is dead. In the beginning, I mean, not in the beginning because she always thought that her father isn't actually dead, but in hiding, they're just playing a game. She had problems growing up. Nancy and Abel went with her to a doctor, gave her medicine to calm her down. Didn't help that much. She still had dreams. One day she dreamed about her father, the Statue of Liberty, and him holding a cake with 21 candles. And about that, like, was counting the candles while editing, and I couldn't find 21 candles, but just 18. So either there are 21 candles, but I counted wrong, or there weren't actually 21 candles and she got it wrong. I don't know. Were there 21 candles? But she went to New York that day on her birthday. She waited there. Her father didn't came up. So she went in a subway station and started playing the violin because she thought that maybe that's how her father is gonna find her. She was found, but not by her father, but by Hap, the one that kidnapped her. Apparently he was an anesthetician, the one that puts people to sleep when they go have a surgery or something like that. Yeah, he was one of that. And apparently someone flatlined and he heard something, and when that person came back, he heard another sound, and since then he's really curious to know if there is something beyond, and is doing this sort of experiment with 3 other people. And all this talk got Prairie into joining him. She wanted to join him, so he took her and to this, I think it's like a cabin somewhere secluded in the basement, and locked her in like some sort of a cage, plexiglass, and there were 3 other people there. I think. I mean, that's how she met Homer. He was there definitely, but also another guy. I think his name was Scott. But he was also talking about another girl that can sing or something, so I'm guessing she's also there. And that's how she got herself into that whole situation. Of course, not her fault. She didn't knew exactly what she gets herself into. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start, so without further ado, let's do this.
You wrote the book about the boy.
Jamie, amazing young man. He was only 8 when he was abducted, 15 when he was rescued. Sometimes when you talk to him, he seems really young, and other times really old, nothing in between.
And did it heal them? All the money?
It's given his family a security that they've never known. The process of telling the story has somehow exercised it.
I can't give you what Jamie gave you is the problem.
It's not about you giving me
His story has an end.
Well,
this is just beginning. I'm gonna lose my mind down here. Is that part of this?
There is a woman.
No. Talk to the others. Keep your mind busy. I can get you Braille books. What do you like to read?
I won't be able to live without sunlight and air.
The others have.
The others aren't blind.
Where's August? What have you done with her? I didn't know that she's okay. She needs
There was someone
Enough,
else.
Rachel. You know he's taking her upstairs.
Oh no.
Jesus.
I need water.
No drinking water right now.
That's enough.
Is this like a thank you? Or to show him that, you know, she's blind, she's not a threat, she can do stuff. And just so he lets her outside that cage more often.
You won't eat because the others can't. Is that it? Make them all sandwiches. I don't care.
They're like lab rats. Automatic feeders, water, kept in cages.
You know, somebody might want to show some gratitude. This is because of her. It won't be a regular occurrence.
Why do you have to fuck it up with mustard?
Bitch, don't eat it if you don't like it. It feels different about her. Hop.
You gotta get my ring. I stashed it up there when he brought me in. It's in the bathroom. You gotta bring it down for me. A bill for water, gas, anything.
A year and 36 days ago, this guy says he'll give me $500 to participate in a study about NDEs. Mandy, my son's mom, she told me she was pregnant 2 months along. I wanted to prove to her that even though we weren't together, I would be a great dad. I could support our son. Got to the bathroom, I just stashed my championship football ring in the medicine cabinet. I knew something was coming for me. I had to leave a trace in case it disappeared. Well, I still have the money. Isn't that fucked up?
We are down here. There is nothing to do about that. But my son is out there every day without a father.
How do you know it's a boy?
What?
What if you have a daughter?
Are you listening to me? I don't feel like you're listening to me.
I'm listening.
No, but it's a right question. How does he know? But could that be possible? How? It's a letter with a ring in it. I think he'll notice. I mean, something happened. Because they were still there. Guess is putting him to sleep and it's more easy to take him out.
You said we were gonna help people. Did you mean like Homer and Scott and Rachel? So this is dangerous.
So she did lose someone, her brother.
Just throwing out a line, see what comes back.
I stuck my neck out for you with Principal Gilchrist and your parents.
Just a different dimension.
You see them better now, you little bitch?
I didn't do anything. Dude.
That's an extra week.
How long it takes your dick to get hard?
You're not far away from that.
I became his housekeeper and slowly learned his ways. He trusted me because I was blind and couldn't see his work, which is all he ever did.
What happened to him? Who did he lose?
Are you sick?
Or he's just interested?
No, I just used to hear that sound all the time as a kid.
I don't like to sleep. It's a waste of time, but it's necessary, so. When I was a boy, there was a PBS program that I loved. He would go to some impossible altitude or some big desert somewhere, whispering, "I'm standing here in the remotest part of the world."
David
Nothing should survive.
Attenborough
There was always some creature.
has such a beautiful voice, that man.
It's never gonna taste as good as it does right now. My dad used to say that.
Why don't you sit down? You work so hard.
And eat.
Let's eat together. You should enjoy it too.
I've never made someone something from my childhood before.
Good. You're not eating.
It's hard to eat. Reminds me of home.
Why is he like that?
What's in the soup?
He's allergic
What do you put in the soup?
to what?
Beets, onions, vegetable stock, sour cream.
This vegetable stock has tomato paste. I can't eat tomatoes. Don't get my spare everything. This is in the bathroom cabinet above the sink.
Take the ring.
Stupid. You don't know the door. Come on. They're all trapped down there. They'll starve and die.
August. Why is she dead in the bathtub?
She died before you got here. Her name was August.
Before she got there, how?
Or that's what they called her. Because she came in August.
She stayed in that water and she doesn't smell?
He's burying August in the morning.
4 of us are being held captive. This P.O. box is picked up by the captor. We are held 4 to 5 hour flight from New York City.
Say that he had to refuel the plane twice. I've got the corner.
You got it?
He's coming. He's coming. I got it. I got it. Wait, I lost it. I lost it.
Homer,
Don't even say it.
We tried to escape and we failed. But we did it together. We could do it again.
I took my little brother. We snuck off. Not that we didn't love our family, we did. There was a lot of hate in that town. My father was like all of them. Stole the family van.
Got into an accident, and that's how her brother is in a wheelchair now. And maybe that's how she died.
But the van flipped on the highway. Collapsed all around us. But I was floating above the car.
You died and came back? Everyone here really died and came back.
My voice changed after that.
I just want a fucking cup of coffee. And a cigarette.
What about you, Homer?
Take my son places I've never been.
I'd swim.
In a pool or a lake.
I don't know, a lake maybe. I just like the feeling of being surrounded by something other than the dark.
What did you do to August?
What happens after the gas?
Well, that's my part of it. Don't you worry about it. The gas is so you don't have to worry. Perry, all great work, important work, comes at great cost.
They all say that, but are never them the ones that pay, but someone else. That's a cliff. It's like a mining site or something. Oh my god. So that was a thing. Prairie tried to escape, but wasn't very successful. She got caught. I don't think it's that easy to escape from there. Or maybe she got the wrong path. She ended up at this cliff. Again, I think it's like a mining, or was like a mining site, and that's why there were like those sharp cuts in the ground. If till now she was, he let her do things around the house, feel a bit more free. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Damn. He recovered quick. Fell down the stairs and then got up, went after her with the gun. That's cool. But we saw a bit of her life in there, being captive. There were 4 before she came, or not she came, she was brought. There was another girl, August, but it wasn't her real name, but they chose that in name because she came in August. But she's dead. I don't think it was quite natural. But it was more killed. I still believe that he's trying to, again, he's trying to see what's beyond, and I think he's putting them in a situation of close death, and when they come back, he wants them to tell him what they saw, what happened, and I think what happened to her, she got a bit too close to death, and she died, didn't came back. But I don't understand why he put her in the bathtub with water, kind of purplish water. I don't know if it means something or they just chose a color, so they don't show nudity or all that, because it was kind of milky, purplish. But she stayed there, and apparently she was dead before Prairie got there. So it must be some days. Like that in the water. Weird choice, but okay. He did bury her after. There are 4 people in total with Prairie now. They all seem to have had near-death experiences. Prairie, we already know. Homer was in a kind of an accident on the field while playing football, and he was in a coma, nearly died, but came back. There's this other girl, Rachel. She has a little brother. He's in a wheelchair because the van that she took kind of flipped over apparently on the highway, and in that accident, her brother remained paralyzed and she died, but also came back, and she's the one with the beautiful voice. Then there is this other guy, Scott, and apparently he's kind of an addict, and I do wonder if the reason why he died was like an overdose. Not assuming, I mean, I am assuming, but he did say that he was high while he was picked by Hop, so I don't know. That's just the feeling that I got right now. But apparently also Homer, the reason why he got into this was because he has a son with a woman that he's not together with her anymore, but he does want to take care of his son, and Hop promised him $500 if he gets involved into this experiment, and he did, and that's how he ended up in there. Damn. I'm so curious. I mean, I'm happy that they, show all this kind of backstory from the beginning. I'm glad. I don't mind it, but I am also so curious to know what exactly is going on, what Hap is doing to them, because they just showed Scott getting kind of gassed, and I'm pretty sure it's because so he can fall asleep and be taken more easily without, fighting. But he was back and he didn't say anything. I mean, I'm sure that the others too, Rachel and Homer, are used to this. But I also. So there's no need for him to explain what's going on. But I also want to know what is going on. So it was kind of a shame. But I get it why he didn't say anything. He seemed fine. I know, also Help is like working on some electronic stuff and I don't understand. It was something with like a hand. I don't know if it was to control something with the hand. I don't know. A lot of things. Also, like, pretty. She seemed like very kind of innocent, but also like she has her limits. But there, when Help took her outside, she could have just grabbed the knife and just left and right, but she didn't. She chose peace, making him like a sandwich. It's really interesting. I'm so curious to know. I get it why Prairie likes Homer so much. He has such a calm voice, and the way he speaks is very calming and seems like a nice person, like a nice person. He didn't blame Prairie. I mean, wasn't her fault, but he could have easily just blamed her for losing that envelope, but he didn't. He tried to make her feel better about herself and stop blaming herself, which was nice. Um, yeah, yeah. Also, apparently, the reason why she needed, 5 people strong and flexible, is because she wants to go after Homer and the rest. Are they still in there? I would think that Hop would leave if she escaped. I think um, he probably thought about her going to the police and talking with the police after all this time. I don't think if it's still there, but are they there? Like physical, alive, or they are just, I don't know, Hop managed to do whatever he's trying to do and they are stuck in another dimension or something. I don't know. I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye.